Hello. Why, hello there. It's time for map 2 here for the qualifying round. Na'Vi and HellRaisers will be the two teams battling it out here so far. And we already had a blinding result on the first map, which was Na'Vi's choice. However, HellRaisers were able to win 16-8 on their choice, which was overpass, of course. So things aren't going so well for the favored team, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are worried about your skins. And I'm afraid to tell you, Dust 2 is a good map for HellRaisers.
Yeah.
And they've chosen, they've chosen it for that reason. So, 88% odds on Na'Vi.
That's
so
a lot of skins.
That's a lot of sodium
at stake.
If HellRaisers are able to win this one.
I think even PPD from EG would have struggled getting that amount of salt out.
This is unprecedented levels of sodium.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what happens here. Again, the thing is that Na'Vi are a pretty solid team here, usually, but it feels like this is one of the reasons why we wanted HellRaisers to play them, is because we feel like it can deliver pretty cool games.
They can do stuff like this.
But it's also kind of weird because when HellRaisers are playing them, it can always feel like NIP and Na'Vi are actually going to be like, we can't quite play our game because they know us so well, that familiarity. Again, it's this thing like Swedish teams hate playing Swedish teams, French teams hate playing French teams because the games are so different despite the skill difference that's relative to the entire scene. Between those two teams in particular, it all goes out the window because you know each other so well and you can take crazy risks that aren't in reality crazy risks because you know that player plays like that in these particular spots, so it's much more likely that it's okay, and then it just gets all weird.
Yeah.
And we've always experienced that, and you've experienced that as a player as well.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so weird.
But it kind of goes back to what we talked about yesterday about not changing up your entire play style because you think someone knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like changing up everything is not the solution for that one match because you're not going to be well enough prepared to do something else in an efficient manner. So I still think Na'Vi can get away with playing the way that HellRaisers might expect them to play, just because Na'Vi should be a better team.
Yeah, and this means so much for HellRaisers too. And okay, we're going to get the Shoxy straight away from Guardian. Straight up mid, and it's actually a good move. In fact, it's not just Guardian, his other teammates are going for it as well, and he gets the first kill onto Mo. So now HellRaisers is like, whoa, gotta
what's going on?
Hold our horses here for a moment and see what is actually happening. We've got to control this situation. And look at the space Na'Vi have. My God, they have all of the map, and they're not going to give it up for anything. As Flamey goes in, just trying to support Edward, but Edward's a little bit too far forward. He's going to go down. Flamey's in a really hard spot. He's got a teammate just coming in from the back. He's going to pick up the kill onto Dozier. Just Kucha left now in a 1-on-3 for HellRaisers. Doesn't look too good. And indeed, he's going to get tagged down to 51, and eventually, Seized will finish him off. So, absolutely crazy round. I love it, though, from Na'Vi, taking the aggressive meta to the next level.
All right, they're just really taking it to the next level. I wonder if that's the kind of aggression we're going to see coming out of them for this map. And I guess it's kind of bringing, taking what HellRaisers did to Na'Vi right back to them and see how they deal with that kind of an aggression. Because HellRaisers really just kind of roamed around, tried to find picks. They never really wanted to commit to a bomb site before they more or less had killed all of Na'Vi. So maybe that's going to be Na'Vi's plan of attack from now on.
Yeah, it is an interesting one. They've got that good start, but I don't know, man.
Remains to be seen if they can do anything with it. Very passive play from HellRaisers so far.
And well, we are getting pokes from Na'Vi, so it would appear to be warranted. Okay, Angel's moving up short, so they are going to slowly get some extra info on the map. But HellRaisers, they've got a lot of time to burn.
I think Flamey is staying so aggressive because he knows that he spotted the bomb on Mo. So he's really interested in. I'm wondering how. Yeah, okay. There we go.
No.
Like, how tempted is Flamey going to be to take out that bomb? And how long is Doja going to let Mo live in the danger zone?
But yeah, this is the. Okay, this could get bad. I'm worried. I'm really worried for Na'Vi right now.
It's a completely unnecessary move by Flamey.
Yeah,
like, it's okay. Like, you spotted at the bomb. You know you've tagged him up. But even if you kill him at that point, it's like.
Don't give him a favorable engagement. You have the advantage. You got the advantage.
Yeah, you've got the weaponry. He needs to come to you to actually do anything. And now all of a sudden, HellRaisers are in on that B bomb site.
But they have to cross and they don't have nades. Oh no, seized. You will miss all the shots there. Oh no, this is going from bad to worse. Kucha gets 2 kills. Is there going to be another one? No, but he has teammates to back him up, and Adren with the last bullet in the chamber from the Tech 9 is going to nail Zeus straight in the face. And Na'Vi, what have you done? It all started off with Flamey taking a completely unnecessary risk on A-Long. I think that is completely justified to say, and then it compounded from there. I mean, it was a great movement from HellRaisers. They chose to try to go for the B-Walk, and Na'Vi were playing it so passively, having that one-man down situation put a lot of pressure on the rotations, and they're trying to guess, trying to get the info, and there was that opening. HellRaisers managed to find it, and that's not always going to happen, but this time it did, and that's worst case. In a situation where you're down a map, and your CT economy has now been completely crippled, they have to force back.
Yeah, it's in shambles.
Which sucks to do, but they have to do it.
Yeah, but I guess they could go for, yeah, exactly, a force buy because they're going to have to double eco with Edward at 1500, that type of thing. And 2 scouts on this map can do a lot of damage. So, you know, now it's on HellRaisers not to do anything dumb. And what the hell are you
wasn't
doing?
moving.
But that's the same thing as the previous round. He was AFK at the start as well.
What is
But Guardian missed a shot.
And now they're going into B. Maybe HellRaisers can save this, but Guardian's going absolutely hammer. The Scout gets another tag there as well. Can't get another, but it sees he's in with that Scout now as well. Finally gets eliminated, but Edward is at their throats with the Tech 9 and will finish them off as well. So this is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. I was going to say, okay, all HellRaisers have to do is just play anti-force buy. There's loads of ways to do it. I mean, just
going AFK in the vision
I want to slap
scouts?
Yeah, I want to slap him.
That's definitely not the way to do it. Okay, so they do get the tag up on C's, and ooh, there we go. A favorable trade for HellRaisers, actually. First off, removing Guardian, that's a big deal. Na'Vi on Guardian on Dust 2 does a lot for Na'Vi.
Maybe he sneezed or something. Maybe you had like a sneeze 5 times in a row.
And again, Flamey with the aggression, completely unwarranted. No real reason for him to do that.
It's very odd indeed. He's well. Either way, we can look at that later. As Zeus will actually be able to hold on to A-Long. The bomb has been dropped as well. I think Flamey heard that, but Mo is actually going to rattle off an amazing shot onto C. He's very fast. He's really been on point so far for HellRaisers, which is great to see. And now this 2-on-2 with a minute to play with is really favorable for the T's. If it was the reverse, where there was very limited time because we didn't get all the pushing from the CTs, then the T's, HellRaisers are pressured to make a move, and with the information that Na'Vi would have had about their last known positions, they could really extrapolate exactly what they had to do as they're in their position. But
exactly,
with all this time, they can go anywhere.
The only issue for HellRaisers right now is the fact that they don't really have that many needs. They don't have a smoke to cover cross, which could be an issue. Also, Susu is the guy closest to the A-bombs that does have a Molotov, so he could potentially disrupt the bomb plant for quite some time. But we'll have to see. The most important thing for Na'Vi is the fact that Zeus just doesn't die. Even though he spots people, he doesn't need to have to go for the duel.
Oh, they didn't see him and he didn't see them, but that repeat does the job. Mo goes down and now he can get a lot of distance straight away. Oh, but Kucha's in with a flick there. Very, very nicely handled. Little micro flick, but it does the job. And Edward now in one-on-one. So still this can be done by Na'Vi. This is an incredibly important round for Na'Vi. Oh, what on earth is happening? He gets caught mid-jump. Oh, and that's so brutal. He wanted the info play with the jump, but that's really cool to see that Kusha play the position like that. But yeah, it's
but again,
so
I think Na'Vi are making mistakes that are completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Zeus picking up that Fragamo, that's great. Just allow Kucher to plant. Let him just do whatever he wants, and then you can attack him with a 2-versus-1 situation. Instead, Zeus makes the job for Kucher so much easier by just running up at him after throwing that Molotov. He had way too much faith in that Molotov.
Yeah, it's really strange. We'll see an aggression here from Na'Vi. They're going into lower dark with 2 players, and they really need to tighten up their game right now. We're seeing a lot of crazy stuff from them that is not warranted, and HellRaisers, they're punishing it. So if HellRaisers win this best of 3, they absolutely deserve to. Na'Vi need to exercise more consistency. We built them up to be one of the top teams in the world, and that is based on good fundamentals, which so far we're seeing be betrayed.
Yeah,
here and there.
Right now, Na'Vi has gotten a ton of map control. Already cleared out dark or upper dark, so they know that something is coming towards that A-bomb site. So you can see they've already rotated 4 people towards that A-bomb site and 1 guy checking out middle.
I'm so afraid of the Deagle. Even though at that range, you never know. Okay, this could work out here for Na'Vi. As you mentioned, they got all that info. They got all the bodies in place. And Trent's got a lot of work to do as he moves up now. He's really the only hope for HellRaisers to take the bomb site. And he does get the kill quite quickly, but there is a player on short in Zeus. He only has a CZ, but that might just be enough. Oh, Mo will catch them as they boost up elevator. And this is going from bad to worse here for Na'Vi. They had all the players in the right space, but HellRaisers are going to take dominant control of the round. And Zeus has to turn tail and run.
And again, I'm curious about why they opted to go for that elevator boost, because nobody from HellRaisers had gotten on site or tried to plant the bomb yet. So they're leaving themselves exposed from a lot of angles that they should expect HellRaisers to have control over.
And also, Adren had just killed, I'm not sure which player it was, but he just killed somebody on the site, so they didn't have site control, and they didn't have anybody spotting from short. Zeus was around, but he wasn't actually actively spotting in.
Yeah.
So that's a very risky move. But just generally speaking, right now, Na'Vi look a little bit off, a little bit desperate in a lot of situations. So they really need to tighten up here, because they cannot afford to throw away their economy on the CT side of Dust 2. They cannot afford not to have Guardian AWPing, and they can't afford not to have Guardian AWPing the right mindset.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And right now you're in a really bad place. You can see ecoing right now. And as long as HellRaisers don't do anything silly like they did in their previous eco or anti-eco, they should be fine here. There's nothing really on the Na'Vi side that allows them to threaten HellRaisers at this point.
Indeed. Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, I would not have expected to see it play out this way so far, but we're getting solid play from HellRaisers, and they're just exploiting the mistakes of Na'Vi so far.
Yeah, it's what they did versus SK yesterday as well.
Which is really cool to see. And normally, again, as I was making the point before this match, this best of 3 begun, was that normally the way that it works is that Na'Vi are a team, because you get to like the super elite level where there are teams like Fnatic are a good example, or TSM, very good example as well, where their fundamentals are so strong they won't make basic mistakes. The way that they will make mistakes is if you put them in really awkward positions. So you can't let them get good economy, because if you do, then it's much harder to force mistakes, because they always have the best equipment. If you give them like weird equipment, then they have to make harder choices, and they have worse percentages to deal with some of the plays that you can throw at them. You can exploit more things, but you can't just wait for them to make a mistake. And right now, HellRaisers are doing that, and it's working against Na'Vi, and that shouldn't be the case.
Weirdly enough, I think it's Na'Vi putting themselves into awkward situations more than HellRaisers forcing Na'Vi's hand. Because Na'Vi are the one putting on the aggression, and they're the ones not being able to properly utilize the fact that they're going aggressive. They're not really making any progress with it.
Hopefully they've whipped themselves into shape for this buy round, and we'll start to see some tighter stuff. They are lacking on the grenades, but the AWP is on Guardian, and we are going to see a very default round from HellRaisers. This is the very standard that's entering into just into the doors to see if there's anybody close. They should try to take a peek to see CT as well, and then they can move up to short and use the information. If there's no one CT, you can presume that, okay, B-split, fast B-split's really strong, because the rotation is so far away from the players who are committed to A. And we can see that there's actually 4 players committed to A, so the B-split would be even stronger. And they should, the default thing in this position is to B-split, but that is a very deep peak there, and he's going to get punished by Guardian. So, very interesting stuff.
If they go through with the B-split, they should still be in a great spot. And the retake is also going to be super hard for Na'Vi, because they have no nades, barring that one flash that Edward's currently cooking up, and Cease doesn't even have armor. And that's the one flash gone. Yeah. They have nothing to hold back HellRaisers from now.
It's interesting how so this is, and actually HellRaisers are putting a player towards A long. This is going to delay rotation even more, and it weakens the push. And that actually is turning out to be a really, really big problem, because Edwards is doing a great job, as you mentioned there. Mo will finally take him down, but so much time has been bought, and the bomb is down outside of the bomb site that this round is now ruined for HellRaisers. I think just because they tried to make it too complicated.
They went too slow. I'm not really sure why they wanted Doja to push that long. For no real reason. It's not like they're so committed to the B bomb site, so it's not like there's going to be any critical rotation coming out that Dozic is going to create by himself to the point where it's going to give HellRaisers that much more of an advantage towards the B bomb site.
And one thing that's very likely as well, if the AWP is actually looking for that pick that we saw Guardian get, then it's very likely that there's no one in CT spawn, because then if there was, Guardian shouldn't be putting his attention there.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So that means that if you go for a fast B split, it's actually almost impossible to stop. It's one of the hardest things to stop in the game, I think. Yeah. Either way, Na'Vi have a double AWP now.
Big investment as well.
Can they make this work? We do have the nades in here for Cease. Very fast, maybe trying to drop straight into CT. We saw the nades, the smokes were there for that, as they wanted to get this play into the B side. Ed with a nice shot there into Doja. The defense is working out very well indeed. Guardian just holding the plateau area. He's still not being removed. Great shot there onto Mo. And a flawless round from Na'Vi. Big turnaround. 4-4. Will it keep going?
And a very necessary round as well. Very unfortunate for Adren there. As he's about to drop off from Catwalk, he gets tagged by a nade. So he doesn't make the drop into CT spawn. He just kind of gets caught in the middle of nowhere. Yep. Completely open for Z's. This is definitely what Navi needed. And oof, Adren, you know there's 2 ops on the other side. That's a ballsy move. It's not going to pay off either. And HellRaisers, they're just gunning straight into B here.
Yeah, Navi are really brutalizing HellRaisers at the moment, and it's really a nice we're seeing them be a bit more vivacious at the moment, much more energy. They're looking a lot more confident, effervescent.
And right now, well, HellRaisers are the ones to be put on the back foot. If they lose this round, it's eco time. And Navi, just very quickly, with winning that previous round, they've built up a pretty solid economy.
Absolutely. And this is really cool to see that Navi bring themselves back into the game, but they're going aggressive here again. It is definitely can be very difficult to handle this. They need to hit the shots. We have, I think it's Zeus. He's moving forward. Zeus will find the bomber, and he will take him down. Dozier falls.
Surely he's going to get punished now.
It surely should happen from the Adren. He's there. Oh, but Moses is going to peek out. So, Angel didn't have to come into play all too much. And this is always the risk of the aggression. I mean, spotting the bomb that early doesn't really help you all that much. And HellRaisers are trying to just retake mid-control here. And Navi are definitely putting some pressure in, but they're starting to rescind their efforts. But Angel will actually push through the smoke. So really good and fearless pushing from HellRaisers is actually keeping them in this one.
Right now, HellRaisers have created a lot of space for themselves here. They can pretty much up to go wherever they want and still have quite a few nades to work with, 2 smokes, 2 flashes as well. So that's more than you need to really get to any of the bomb sites right now. Flamey though is in a really good position to punish HellRaisers.
Oh, here we go. They're going to push into his position, and that was a ballsy move there with no support for Angel. And they know what's coming now, and it's all too easy for Edward. 1, 2, 3. All players fall from the AWP, and then Navi have another good round. These AWPs really delivering. And what is the answer for HellRaisers on the next buy, do you think? Because at this point, they can't really impact the economy too much of Navi.
There's no reason for them to do a silly force right now. Just eco, try to get an off maybe on Mo. And I think it's okay for them to just start out playing passively because Navi have not really shown any willingness to stop playing aggressively. We saw Sue's previous round just pushing up mid. And if HellRaisers are able to just get a pick-off instead of an equal trade, that's going to be a massive advantage for them.
AWPs all around here. And yeah, it does seem to be a very volatile playstyle that Navi are going for at the moment. So it looks really fancy. They're hitting their shots. And if you hit your shots with a playstyle like this, then you are going to win the rounds. But, you know, I think you mentioned earlier, double up, very, very big investment that Navi are going with. So they do need to err on the side of caution and try not to give away too many edges or be too wanton in their destruction that they open themselves up to silly deaths, as they really need that money in case they do get wiped. And but it does look like they're stabilizing. That said, and HellRaisers need to now adjust to the double up, because right now the double up is just completely just knock them to the ground.
And well, ever since Navi went towards that double op, they've placed both of their ops towards the B bomb site, either having both people peeking mid and then having one of them go in towards the B bomb site. So maybe HellRaisers are going to start to look for openings towards long, but that might catch them off guard from Guardian here. It's actually for the first time after they picked up a double op gone towards the bomb site.
This is cool though, because HellRaisers have chosen double op themselves. This actually is a legit counter as well, especially considering the aggressiveness of Navi. That is a cool pickup. Whoa, that is huge. It feels like there's been so many AWP tags from Navi recently, and down to 2.
I'll never understand how an AWP tag through an object can do 98 in 2.
Nuts, isn't it?
It doesn't really make sense to me.
But Mo will live, and Navi will feel the pressure here to potentially commit to a particular defense where either they stack or they play it in the middle road where they go 2 and 2. But actually they're going 1 on B, 1 on CT. So more of an A, more strong on the A side of things. B is really the fear for Navi at the moment. Although that said, Flamey, this position can be quite strong. Now they are going for A, so Flamey won't really get to use that all that much. There is a player, I think it's maybe Kutra or somebody who's moving through CT. It's actually Angel. He's going to look for the shots here now as HellRaisers initiate the engagements onto the bomb site, looking for the takes. And so far, so good. Doja picks up the kill, and Flamey and Cease, they're left really in a horrible position. So really, really well done by HellRaisers.
Very well done. So the double op, obviously the best cure against double op, it seems.
Yeah.
Now they did, obviously with that big investment, they have to make sure that they stay alive with quite a few people. And I think Na'Vi are in a good enough place economically speaking to the point where they can actually stick around and try to just take down as many HellRaisers players as possible. Because it's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt Na'Vi.
Okay, so we do have a situation now where HellRaisers are starting to bounce back. And I was a little bit worried for them because, you know, we did criticize Na'Vi very heavily. They did make some very fundamental mistakes. They did look very loose. And we do put them to the highest of expectations, and in fact, they have been ranked as high as top 3 in a lot of the global rankings recently. So they definitely deserve nothing but the highest of expectations. So I was a little bit afraid, but they did start to bring things back. But now HellRaisers had a quick response to that double op. That seemed to be the answer. So now Na'Vi know that there's double op in play. Do they go extra defensive? What's the best way to deal with it?
Well, I think actually this is okay for Na'Vi. Like it's
nice.
You know, 2020 hindsight and all that. But no, getting an early aggressive peek to figure out what's going on with HellRaisers, whether they're moving out quick or not, is okay at the start of the rounds, and then falling back to a passive position. Because still, I would say that Edward and Guardian is a better op duo than Doja and Mo.
Yeah.
Overall. So I think you're better off just sitting in an angle, waiting for them to run into your sights.
One thing I've noticed when you get quick picks as well is that the behavior from teams tends to change dramatically on the team side. Some teams just think, okay, we can't
start
take that.
Scared.
Exactly, and it's like, oh, we have to make a blind play now. We can't try to entry into middle. But HellRaisers are actually doing that, so they're actually playing maybe for a little bit of info. I hope they're playing for the information right now. And that can be the ticket to success here. Oh, Mo almost finding a shot there. That might distract him too much, though. So we have Zeus who finds the shot, gets the spray. Oh, Doja will get the return, though. The AWP is going to find its way to Zeus. And that's a 3-on-4 now with a 30 seconds left in the round. So this is getting very desperate for HellRaisers. They've got to make a move. And Na'Vi have 2 players on the A-bomb site. Here we go. Nades over the top, and HellRaisers need to connect the shots quickly as the cavalry is soon to arrive. And Flamey and Guardian are really doing an excellent job locking down the bomb sites. That is a no-go for HellRaisers.
Now you need to save it, Ren. There's 8 seconds left. I guess dying is an okay option as well, I suppose. I think they would have been better off just holding on to that AK, especially given how little money the rest of them have. But he's actually going to buy an op here for Mo. So HellRaisers just going all in. They just want as many rounds as possible. They don't really care about having that last round buy potentially. Ooh, that's a quick peek from Guardian.
It almost looked like Mo had that one as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a spot there for the player that moved into lower dark for Na'Vi. Na'Vi have lower dark control with Zeus.
I think Kutcher might have been able to spot that.
Great position from Dozier. Oh, he misses the shot. He had the extra second, or maybe half a second, to try to take Flamey down there, but he's a little bit too inaccurate. And that has left HellRaisers in a state of disrepair. It is a 2 versus 4 for them, meaning that they need to just create something from nothing. Yeah,
and they have so little map control. You can already see Na'Vi are stacked up inside of upper. They're clearing that out. Guardian's picking off people in T-spawn. So now it's all down to Angel. Flame is not going to let him escape, so most likely we're looking at a 10-5 first half for Na'Vi. So a very different showing from what we saw in Overpass.
Absolutely, it's an very interesting result. And considering the shakiness of Na'Vi, and it is a shakiness we don't normally see, I was very, very curious as to how the match was going to progress. And HellRaisers, they have been suppressed a little bit here by Na'Vi's skill and the double ops that are paying off, and this is the best buy that can be fielded by HellRaisers right now, and they're just going for it. A quick long play, in goes Kucha, fast and close, and HellRaisers actually pick up the kills. The problem is, though, there's 2 players that are very low, and Na'Vi still have 2 full health players in Seized and Guardian to try to retake the bomb site, and here they go. Dozier in with a fast plant, though, to keep the pressure on, but Guardian with the jump shot, and he's not going to find the frag. Oh, the shenanigans from Guardian, but Seized will take him down instead. And this is so awkward with the bomb being planted where it is, and HellRaisers is playing behind the smoke. They've got to go up close, and the elevator position is going to be abused by the CTs now as Guardian runs through the smoke to find the shots. Oh, he does get the shot in the end there. I think he had a bit of a a snafu there on the scope shoot.
Cease is just holding.
Nicely done by Cease. And that's the round for Na'Vi, 10-5 in their favor. And it's going to be an interesting thing to see whether or not HellRaisers can get a good start, because I don't know how to, like, I don't know what was going on with Na'Vi there. That was totally not the Na'Vi I was expecting.
Oh, it's very different.
But the overall result was the result I expected.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to the end result with different means than what we would have expected of them.
That's very true. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So, but then again, they did show us a very different way of playing on overpass as well. It just didn't work out as well. And I definitely feel like HellRaisers had an opportunity to creep in a lot of, you know, quite a few more rounds than what they ended up with. So, you know, all it would have taken is one of those double off rounds more to go poorly for Na'Vi before we're looking at maybe 7 or 8 rounds for HellRaisers.
And it does look like Na'Vi here have actually maybe chosen the right play on the start of this one, because they are going for that quick B play, and there's nobody there. There's just one man. Angel is going to fast rotate in, but he needs faster fragging than that. But where are the refrags coming in? There are none from Na'Vi. Everyone's still alive here for HellRaisers. They're just taking pot shots, and HellRaisers look fantastic. Great flash from a teammate. Angel gets to just shoot whoever the hell he wants with no repercussions, and Mo has locked down the last player. Guardian can't move an inch, and Mo is just going to annihilate him. Great round there from HellRaisers. I have no idea what happened, because Na'Vi, they were straight in that B site. But where are the frags?
Yeah, but it's like you said, they were straight in, and then they just kind of stopped. You saw, I guess the guy who moved the most forward was the first guy Angel picked off. And after that, you had Na'Vi players playing so far back, not running through. And I think there was one really well-timed flash from HellRaisers' side that kept them at bay. Ooh. But still, at that kind of point, when you know that there's only one guy who's crossed properly over, because they had one guy, Guardian was still spotting and, you know, kind of dueling it out with the guy in mid from HellRaisers, they should be, you know, confident enough to just rush through whatever flash they meet, because they know they're going up 1 versus 4 for the longest time.
And we actually saw that they tried to throw the HellRaisers side through a loop here by putting the Xbox smoke down to actually make HellRaisers think maybe they're moving up short, and then going for that quick play through the doors. Maybe they expected someone to go close to the doors as well, encouraged by that smoke. But they just ran into death and destruction. So it was a nice idea, but didn't really pan out. 10-7, and Na'Vi in a little bit of trouble here.
It's definitely the start HellRaisers needed, though, to get back in the game.
They can eliminate Na'Vi, and they can play FACEIT League stage 3.
This is a super weird buy. What the hell is this from Na'Vi?
This is old school.
Yeah, this is something you'd see where 2 guys would drop off AKs for someone else, but this is typical like a round 2 buy.
They got 4 smokes and a Molotov and 4 flashes, so it does lead me to believe that they're probably going for the A wall of smokes play. Because I
would definitely hope they do. But look at Doja.
Oh no, this would blow everything up if Doja gets a quick kill.
Oh,
this cannot happen.
Patient about it. So patient about it.
This will just... Oh, no, he's going for the knife as well. I don't believe that. And he's going to get the AK. Takes down C's. That's the entire play completely destroyed there. HellRaisers are looking so good right now. Na'Vi have to just rush into the bomb site, abandon any single idea that they had at the start of that round, and just go impromptu. But HellRaisers, there's 4 players now. Flamey needs the round of his life to win this one for Na'Vi, and it's not going to happen. That push was absolutely devious from Dozier.
The balls on him as well, because he has no information whether or not there's someone in lower dark who potentially could pick him off. The fact that he goes for the knife.
And the thing with Na'Vi doing that as well is that the CTs aren't supposed to push you that round, because it doesn't make sense, because maybe you've gone for a P250 eco. That's probably most likely.
Yeah.
But you're not going to force buy.
It's like Doja's greediness actually pays off, because he's out there looking for easy frags to bolster up his economy with the SMG.
Very interesting, and it does make sense that also that they want to get fast info, because it is a very big map, a lot of open space, a lot of distance to cover.
Wow, talk about backfiring for Na'Vi. It was a questionable buy, like from the get-go, but the idea they had, as you said, which most likely would have been the wall of smokes towards A.
It looked really cool. I really want to see what was going to happen.
Yeah,
there.
It would have been a really good play. Especially with Doja out of position as well, but him doing that wraparound so quickly, just basically ignoring everything that potentially could be behind any sort of wall and any sort of door.
I do feel a bit robbed not seeing that strat from
Yeah.
Na'Vi, but
then again, we did get a knife kill in return.
that's true, that's true. I really do like what Doja did as well, so it's all okay. We get a fast B split here from Na'Vi as they try to mix up the tempo, keep it moving, keep the pace high, and it's actually going to pay off marvelously. They're going to get into the site with a quick 2 entries, and HellRaisers in a spot where actually Doja's going to get fragmented to Zeus. So okay, now that the retake really is off. Okay, we'll just get HellRaisers saving what they have. And how's the money doing? Let's have a look at HellRaisers' money. So HellRaisers are on decent money. They're going to lose 1, so 1,400 in addition to what they have now.
They're going to be fine.
So they are absolutely fine and dandy indeed. And Na'Vi only lost a single guy, so they're looking quite good. Fairly clean round for them. But I'm curious what they're going to do in the next round. Will they go for another fast play? Will they keep the pace up? Or how will they go for it? What do you think would be wise?
Well,
it's hard
so
to
far
get in
this
the mind of Zeus.
Well, so far this game, fast pace has, you know, equaled results for them. So I could see them maybe starting up with a fairly fast pace to try to get some map control quickly, and then settling down into something like a smoke strat on A. That could definitely be definitely be a possibility. Or depending on how many they see cross from HellRaisers, they might just go for, you know, the good old B split. But right now, I can't really make sense of how Na'Vi are playing because it's so far away from what we normally see them do.
Yeah, Zeus perhaps trying some stuff out in maybe in inopportune moments.
What a time to do it!
Yep. This is for the league, to make the league. FACEIT's League Stage 3. Europe, of course. Okay, so Na'Vi looking rather standard at the moment, and HellRaisers keeping their play very reactive. This is very standard, actually having one guy in CT, deviating from the goose position and leaving an Opera on car, and playing 1 on long, and 2 in the B-bomb site. Very, very standard indeed.
Are they faking an A-tech here?
Looks like that is coming. Oh my god, how did that not connect?
Jumping hitboxes.
Alright, Gooch is going to go for the peak. I don't believe it. He gets the kill there with the P90, but he was left very low. Angel, though, is going to go out and take the fight straight to Na'Vi, not allow them to go in. And once again, devious Doja comes in from the back. He's going to get 1 frag. Could have been 2 maybe, but it's going to be allowing Na'Vi to go in with Edward and Zeus to try to save the round. There's not much time. Mo is going to really hamstring them by taking down Edward. That leaves Zeus, the in-game leader. He's got the bomb. He goes for the plant, which he thought maybe would be safe. And Angel's going to get a free kill. At least he did get the bomb down for the extra cash in the bag. But HellRaisers, oh my goodness, they're actually bringing themselves back here. And how's the money for Na'Vi? Because they just won one, so they're reset on the economy.
Yeah, but they did get the bomb plant, so they will have enough to buy up right now. And Guardian's going to have most likely an op. Should have the money to get that. Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a tough affair for Na'Vi, because it does seem like they're not getting a groove. They're not setting a groove.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard because when they go slow, it seems like Doja's just picked the perfect spots to push aggressively. So at this point, can they ever leave long without having a man guarding that area? Because Doja's just gotten out, and now they just seem to be taking it head on, you know, not allowing Doja to potentially backstab them. But
this is cool. I mean, speaking of long, get that big long take. What do you think is cool about this long take? Because there's a lot of options you can go with from this.
Yeah, you can dump off 1 player in pit and then just go back to a pretty default setup for the T side. The problem is for them that they didn't really get anything done onto the HellRaisers players. So as long as they do what they're doing right now, because they can set up Mo back at the back of that A bomb site to just hold off the entirety of long from themselves. So as long as HellRaisers play somewhat aggressively on catwalk and try to push out to get information, I think they should be fine.
I'm actually worried about the split here, because by doing what they're doing, they force a big presence on catwalk. So they're actually, this is kind of scary.
I think either the guys in short from HellRaisers need to play more aggressively, or they need to have one of the guys on B actually covering mid. So this
cool.
middle ground thing is going to be really hard to hold off.
The way this is working, though, you can actually see that Na'Vi know exactly where the opponents are supposed to be standing based on what they have done, and they go in prepared. They get the shots. The entries are fantastic. Seized gets the second one. Mo is down. That's all 3 players cleaned up from HellRaisers. That was actually really cool, because I was worried that they were thinking about going B, and of course, like if you take long and you force the CTs to take catwalk, you don't want to go B, because the push would be the rotation is so fast behind you. So they're committed towards A.
I think they kind of had to commit towards A when they left 2 people along. If they left 1 person, then sure, that the B split is still an opportunity. But with having 2 people towards the long area the entire time, they were kind of forced to go up catwalk. And that's obviously HellRaisers didn't know how many dropped off at long, but I still think they should have at least one part of the map looking for information. If you're HellRaisers in that situation, you're playing way too passively. So either having the 2 guys at catwalk potentially flash out into mid, take a quick peek, see what happens, or have one of the players down B rotate down into B slope just to have a quick glance to see if you can see anyone from Na'Vi. Even though you run the risk of running into a Guardian's, stationed with an op there, I think it's a risk you have to take.
Yeah, it's certainly a cool round. That's an easy one for you guys to copy as well, because what I like about it is that it teaches you about very clearly like how you affect rotations. Either way, we do have Zeus providing the sole presence towards long, and he doesn't get that frag to kind of put pressure on delay.
This opens up for Doja. And you can see Doja's nearing that long hut.
He really wants it, doesn't
he wants it so bad. Weirdly enough, like his timing now could end up really poorly with one of the Na'Vi guys rotating through T-spawn.
Or it could end up being really, really perfect if he's even more patient than usual.
Yeah.
And considering what he's done, and he's caught them out so many times, he might be like, okay, I am pushing my luck to do this anymore because they should be cognizant of this. But that said, he is playing right in front of the smoke. This is really good because when they come out of the smoke, they're still kind of stuck in the smoke. They can't see you, but you can kind of see them, and you see they're blocked on you, so it can be quite effective.
Yeah, we saw Sandon doing that in apps on Inferno. But the problem right now is that he has no help whatsoever.
Okay, Dozier. It's all on Dozier here. Oh no! No one checks behind! How does Dozier not get a kill there? That's actually atrocious.
He actually just hits Flamey as well, because it looked like he initially tagged Flamey and then wanted to go for the second guy coming out from cave and ended up with nothing.
And they saw the bomb as well. He actually saw the bomb. That's actually a really big deal as well. And oh no, Mo's actually by car. He's committed position, but he only has to look towards long at the moment. He's scared of catwalk, but he does have a teammate. Doesn't even need his teammate to help him out, but that is going to open up headward to a quick refrag, and the jumping shots from Siege won't be effective. He goes straight up, close, personal. Kucha is down, and now it's a 2-on-1, and Adren is in a lot of trouble on this retake. In comes the Incendiary. Oh, he's burning alive, and there it is. Another round here for Na'Vi. They go 13-10. This one is really going down to the wire, but it couldn't be worse timing for HellRaisers to lose a round and have to eco.
Wow. If Doja just gets one frag in that situation.
Oh yeah.
That does so much for HellRaisers.
Especially with Adren and how he's been playing lately. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a really big deal, and for nobody to be checking that. Of course, it's very hard. When you're going out there, you have to check a lot of angles, but still. Was a big opportunity, and here we go. Edward's going to try to entry here for Na'Vi, straight into long. He's going to actually get the first kill into Mo. There's the trade from Kucha, but that's all they can do, of course, just a P250 eco, so nothing really to get too excited about, as HellRaisers' chances in this one are astronomically low. And we'll get a quick peek there. Good damage, but that's it.
Guardian's still camping into spawn. Just who God he is. And Adren's going to pick up another frag onto Flamey, but that's probably all he's going to find this round.
Yeah, it doesn't really amount to all that much, I don't think. I don't think Navi's money is that bad. Is it?
No, it should be fine.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't have any problems re-equipping. 3 people surviving as well, so their money advantage is just going to grow at this point.
So this is it. This is the round where HellRaisers can start the comeback and still be able to just win this in 2. And that would be crazy. That'd be crazy to see HellRaisers actually qualify in front of Na'Vi and send Na'Vi packing. That would be just, I don't know. I wouldn't have really words.
88% of us would have been wrong.
Yeah. And rightly, well, not rightly so. That would be very, very surprising indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, Na'Vi just deciding not to turn up the tempo. They know what kind of situation they find themselves in. They probably are very aware of what kind of economic state HellRaisers find themselves in as well. So the more nades they can force out of HellRaisers without committing to anything, the better it is for them. The easier an eventual bomb tick is going to be for Na'Vi. So right now, just edging up with a Guardian leading the charge. And Doja, he's sneaking closer to that long cave. But this time, Na'Vi have posted up one guy around that area.
There is a slight gap, though, for Mo. And Mo's been really, really consistent so far in this series. And he is the player that can actually blow this round up. But he is really alone at the moment. Oh, that was absolutely amazing from Mo. Oh my god, he got 2 in 1. Mo with 3 quick kills, and that has completely devastated the push from Na'Vi. HellRaisers could be straight back in this one in a pivotal moment in this qualifying round for the FACEIT Stage 3 League, but C's is still alive and kicking. He's got 4 more players to kill. He is working his heart to this one, but it's not going his way. Mo picks up the 4th kill, and I don't believe it. He was alone. He had no support.
What the hell? The first shot on Flamey in itself is a pretty good performance. But that double kill, holy hell!
Yeah, that first shot was already crazy.
Yeah,
that was a pixel that he found, just clipping the lip of the wall there. Amazing stuff. And I mean,
and you know, fittingly enough, that creates all the space in the world for Doja to push out aggressively. And ooh, this is something we haven't seen from HellRaisers yet. Really aggressive stance taken by Mo, and I like this because they've been expecting Doja to not necessarily show himself. So with Na'Vi maybe expecting to be able to catch him out, this could actually be punished pretty heavily by that op. It seems like he's gonna fall back now.
This is that's really excited me. I'm sure everyone on the HellRaisers lineup is very excited as well. Such a crazy round from Mo.
They're gonna try their luck again versus Mo. They have plenty of smokes, so they can basically create a wall of smoke here. We might actually see the wall of smokes.
Yeah, there's one. Give that respect to Mo. Smoke him off. Smoke him off. Where are the smokes? We got 1 there, but there's still a huge area for him to look at. And he worked with less in the last round.
And they're not really pushing forward with their flashes either. So now they have no flashes.
And they're not dropping anybody either whilst he's distracted on the players up high. And he's just getting a complete... What are they doing? They're just walking into Mo with the Angels. There was no... I mean, they invested in the grenades. They threw them. They barely flashed him anyway. But they didn't do anything with them.
Yeah, they literally just threw them. It's kind of like lighting fireworks and just looking at it like, ooh, that's pretty much what Na'Vi did there. Like when they had 2 flashes for that entire catwalk push, and I think they had 5 smokes. Obviously, not all 5 of Na'Vi were on catwalk, but they could have easily put down way more smokes to make it, a tighter angle for Mo, and then gone with those 2 flashes. I mean, because that gives Mo, a split second to kill it. He has to kill more than 1, otherwise they'd lose the bomb site.
And usually I would have expected maybe like a smoke on crossover. You drop someone from catwalk, he runs up whilst Mo's trying to shoot the guys on top. He runs out the smoke, caps Mo straight away. But there is he gets so much freedom, and this guy is hitting everything right now. You cannot fault him, and this should be a round.
And now the smokes come down.
In a round where they've got Tech 9s, but it might actually be enough. They've got the bomb site. The problem is going to be the post plant, and that's usually the issue because they fall back away towards short, and we can see if the timing is right and they don't get caught with grenades in their hands. HellRaisers with that weapon advantage, they should be able to do this one without too much trouble, and we'll start to see that. But C's comes in from behind, and this is, wow, that was ridiculous. Guardian is the one left standing, but the bomb is starting to take very quickly now, and Guardian is going for the shots. He's using all his bullets here, and the defuse will come in. Lots of damage. How is the money for HellRaisers?
I think this should be okay, simply because Mo cleaned up things so nicely for them in the previous rounds, so the other ones haven't been at risk to actually die.
And Na'Vi are going for the pause here. They really want to make sure that they don't let HellRaisers back into this, because they know if they lose this round, that's HellRaisers on 14, then they need an eco. Wait, they actually... I guess they would be considering eco. Are they going to be
with how low on money Edward is at the moment, I think they might have to eco. I mean, they could go for the extremely...
wait a second.
Crazy play.
How many rounds have they lost in a row? So they've lost 3 in a row. So if they lose this one, they're going to get $2,900. So they should buy now, because that means that they can get 2 buys out of it. So there's 2 chances. I think that makes more sense, and it looks like that's what they've agreed upon.
I think it would have been different if the score had been 13-13. That definitely would have changed everything. But it's not like they're going to get a strong buy out of this. Then again, they haven't really utilized their nades properly, especially when going towards A. So I don't really know what to expect from Na'Vi right now. I guess with the limited amount of smokes and nades, they might just try for a B split.
It was a quick timeout actually as well. I mean, it literally just seemed like, okay guys, buy this.
Yeah.
They're going for a fast play, going back with the aggression. Angel is in a very hard position to play, but his teammate is holding it down by the plateau, and that is very key, because as long as he can survive there, Angel can clean up players from middle. So this split has certainly been really hurt but Flamey will save them. He's gonna, C's gets an instant kill on Kucha, who's just running in, trying to get himself in position to delay things, but that is going to put his team in an awkward position. Mo swaps out for an AK-47 away from the AWP, and it's a 2-on-3. They have one kit on Mo. He's going to go in with the pre-fire. He's in the site. He gets the quick kill on Guardian. All of a sudden, things become possible. The opening was there for Dozier, but he wasn't quite fast enough.
Oh.
But it's a good attempt. And now Na'Vi are on map point. And again, they need to win this map to go to the third map, which will be Inferno. If they lose this, HellRaisers are going to qualify for FACEIT Stage 3 European League.
I just wish Kucher would have the patience in that situation to just allow the bomb plant to happen for Na'Vi and just try for the retake to 3v3. And I don't what do you expect to accomplish there when you're going up against 3 people and you're kind of going in blind as well, because you have no real idea of where all 3 Na'Vi members are going to be in that situation.
Yeah.
It was really rough to watch, especially with how well things have been going for HellRaisers the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, this seems really marginal. It seems very, very marginal, because it really depends how far they're into the site, and I don't like it, but yeah, I don't know.
I think everyone falls for that temptation, and they instantly regret it every single time.
But that said, we have HellRaisers on the push hit.
Oh, Angel!
That's a really clean kill as well. I mean, he did go down to 61, but that's actually decent with the FAMAS.
Yeah.
And also spotting, I think he may have spotted the bomb. I'm not
entirely
entirely sure.
Doja, of course. At the top of middle, rotated around. He's completely busted the B-split for Na'Vi.
He's been the bane of their existence in this series, always just being the thorn in their side.
Yeah, every time they leave Longhouse open, Doja pops out. And weirdly enough, he's got this sixth sense that just tells him, like, oh, Na'Vi have left this area open. Because every time Na'Vi have actually held it, he's just been patient about it. Hidden behind doors.
Oh my god.
Or just played
passively.
passively.
Look at the money on Na'Vi. Oh my god. HellRaisers could make this happen. HellRaisers can make this happen. It's a force up. They force Tech 9s. They force grenades and Kevlar with it. This is a sad state of a buy, but what can they do with it? That's going to be the question.
Don't throw this away. Don't.
Oh, this is so interesting right now. I don't think he will. I think he's just going to be patient. This guy has given.
Well, he's done everything right so far this game.
He's got that mad patience, yo. It's going to be down to really fast, quick, and decisive play from Na'Vi, and they're going to need a lot of luck sprinkled in on top with those Tech 9s as we have the push coming in to try to get something done here. But the counter flash actually will stop them. I think actually it was a team flash that went a little bit wrong, and they wanted to entry there. And here we go, fast B-split coming in from Na'Vi. Who's just going to go straight through the smoke. They're going to get a bit sandwiched here between window and CT. And good frags will happen here from HellRaisers, leaving it into a 3-on-2. Angel's in a very sick position. There's nothing they can do about that. That's a great off angle for him to play with. And Zeus needs a really crazy result, but he's got nothing to play with. And that's overtime. HellRaisers can still do it. How they came back in this one? Well, it was a double from Mo. It was so many things. It was devious Dozier with the perfect timings for those long house pushes. It was Mo with flawless defenses and Na'Vi not with the correct attacks onto him, not giving him enough respect. There were so many things that HellRaisers did right, but I still feel like Na'Vi, they should have done a lot better here. They should have won this map.
They definitely should have won this. They definitely should have won this. And weirdly enough, you notice that all the players you mentioned are the guys residing over towards the A-bomb side of HellRaisers. And that definitely tells the story that Na'Vi did not explore their options well enough on the T side. But I think it's only fair that it goes to overtime. HellRaisers have definitely shown that they've come to play today, and this is kind of what we talked about off camera after yesterday. After we saw HellRaisers go through. They're probably going to be the team that could put up the best fight versus Na'Vi, and they've definitely shown that they're capable. This is absolutely insane. And now, MR5, 16K. This is where the real battle commences, I guess. Guardian's going to get an op on himself, so that's nice thing for Na'Vi going their way. And they're finally going to get a full buy, because they haven't really had that many good buys in that T-half.
Yeah. Whoa. So, we have MR5, 16K, all the buys, all the time.
Yeah, and I want to see Na'Vi go back towards B-splitting again. I think they haven't tried that enough with proper buys. But then again, they probably get slightly paranoid because of Doja, because as soon as they left him alone, he's messed up everything they've tried to do.
Here we go, we got the push coming in. on that A splits, but I mean Mo, he's been doing fantastic work, much better nade work, but I think
And they're actually pushing up this time.
okay, yeah, Mo's being pressured much more heavily than before, but he's got some support, and I like this. They're actually falling back. They're giving up the bomb site to go for a retake together. They've got 3 players on long, but there is a lurker here. I think it's his Edward who's actually in lower dark, and that is going to be a rude awakening for Adren, who's making his way down. There it is. Oh, he gets the kill anyway. Seas is up by Catwalk, and well, it doesn't really matter. Zeus is on the bomb site at the moment. He's looking good for these frags. He's going to pick up a multitude of kills with that AK before finally going down. They need Seas to deliver right now. He's looking for the headshots. He's going for the spray. Oh, he gets naded at the key moment. He's going to go through. Mo gets the shot, but there it is. Oh, there's not enough time. I think he did enough. Oh, not. Oh, no, he didn't do enough. Mo is going to get the defuse. That was so close.
Oh,
and HellRaisers pick up the first round of overtime.
That's really big as well.
HellRaisers magic? I don't know.
Yeah, HellRaisers magic. It's real right now.
They stole it from NIP. That's where it went all this time. It was well, I don't know actually. Well, maybe they did steal it from NIP. They won
APM.
APM.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
HellRaisers magic.
Who would have seen that? 9 maps in a row, baby. Let's go. We've got Na'Vi just taking position on Catwalk now, and looks pretty standard. But actually, that said, it's not so standard. They're just going straight up.
No lurker this time in lower dark for them. They still have some. They still have Edward outside of long, just to keep tabs on what Doja might be able to.
Reposition from Mo though. He's a little bit further up. They might not expect this, but they still are going with the smoke groups.
Just gonna fall down. But Na'Vi are at least pushing forward with these flashes.
Great shot from Mo. Oh, Mo's trying to do his best here, and they're not pushing forward quickly enough here. Mo has support still. He can just play this really carefully. He's doing the best job he could. Positionally, fantastic plays. Both kills for Mo. Once again, this guy, he's really been the star for HellRaisers defenses, and he is not stopping. Will this guy miss a single shot? I don't think so. Guardian's the last man standing here on the bomb site, and Mo, of course, Mo's going to get it. I don't believe it. This guy is an absolute animal, and HellRaisers pick up the round. That's
an ace.
That's simply amazing from Mo.
So Mo with the ace in the most awkward angle as well. Those 2 frags he picks up.
This is amazing.
Jesus Christ. And at this point, Na'Vi surely has it. 3 ops?
I know, right?
What? I mean what?
Well, I mean, they're going to get a frag, but there is a trade, so I have to see how this plays out. But I don't know what to say, man. Mo is just, every time they want to go A, they can't. They cannot do it. Mo's there. And they don't have the way that they're using grenades. It's not working. They've tried multiple ways to do it.
Well, I really like their initial push with all the smokes, because it does put Mo in a really awkward situation. The fact is that they don't push up with enough people in time. But now all of a sudden they found openings towards B, and this is kind of what I wanted to see for the longest time. Yeah, just screw A, because everybody on HellRaisers who's playing that A bomb site is messing you up badly.
Yeah, I have to say, if you want to go back and look at that crazy ace round from Mo, you have to bear in mind how smart he played it positionally. He went for the first 2 peaks, and then what he did, because his 2 teammates were supporting Long, so Long is super on lockdown, those guys cover crossover, and he's relying on them to instantly kill anybody who's rushing him there. So he takes a really crazy off angle and uses that off angle and hits both shots, and doesn't re-peek the site, and knows he doesn't need to peek crossover. So positionally, Mo played a really smart game, but the fact is he's super clutch there, and that's why he managed to pull off that ace. So
yeah, because even though he plays the off position really, really well, I still think it's worth for Na'Vi to potentially sacrifice 1 or 2 members to get Mo out of there, just to kill him, just get that kill outright, sacrifice yourself. Maybe you get traded with the guys along, but you get a bomb plant down and you get to play the after plant position, and you knowingly that 2 HellRaisers players are going to come from long. That's where they're going to have a heavy, a big part of their retake coming from. So I think that would have been better off than instead of Na'Vi just getting bogged down on the A plateau, just trying to wait it out.
And now HellRaisers, they have 2 rounds already. Just 1 for Na'Vi so far. HellRaisers still with a really strong start possibly on their CT over time.
And I want Na'Vis to go back to the B split. I don't see the value in trying to challenge Mo right now, because he's just hitting every shot he's taking.
He's really hitting everything. He's moved to B as well.
Oh
so
god, yeah, that could actually spell disaster.
It's like, hey Mo, do you fancy doing some B? Why? Sure thing.
Why not?
And now that's going to be a little bit confusing because they would have been expecting the AWPer to be on A. So now they have to reassess, okay, Mo's gone to B. How are they set up here on A? I mean, okay, it is fairly standard, but Dozier, he's doing just Dozier things right now. He's pushing A Longhouse, and Na'Vi've left a man there for him, but he's going to go through, and he still gets the kill. Even though they know he's coming, Dozier picks up that frag, and Na'Vi are in trouble. Zeus is trying to do his best right now. He's got the support of Guardian. Guardian's going to get the hit onto Angel, which will take him down, which gives them the bomb site. But we need more here from Guardian. He's not going to get a close range shot. Flashed as well. Zeus has multiple angles to deal with, and he's going to go down to Adren. Another round for HellRaisers. They are 3 for 1 in this overtime right now. This is crazy. They could, oh my, I can't believe what's happening.
Oh no, this goes against all logic, really. It really does. But like even the things that aren't supposed to work out for HellRaisers are. There's no way Doja should come out of that situation versus Flamey ahead. There's no way he should be alive at that point. But he somehow makes it work. This is just insanity right now.
I'm still on the flashback of Mo's ace there. That was absolutely unreal. But we've got the double AWP now on Na'Vi. They've decided to say, all right, guys, let's take this a bit. I was going to say take it a bit slower, but they are going for a fast take onto long. But that's where Mo is this time. He's actually decided to go straight to long on the early round, but he will get traded, so that is actually a positive result potentially. But Adren at the same time, huge to push that upper dark area, and it's looking pretty good on the players. If Dozier gets more frags than he will, he's even got support from Kucha. HellRaisers are going to just completely cripple Na'Vi and win 4 rounds in the first portion of overtime. This Na'Vi, oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That's literally all you can say about this. HellRaisers are playing so well right now.
They're playing really well. And the funny thing is that HellRaisers, they were able to exploit a lot of mistakes Na'Vi were making that maybe they shouldn't have been making. But now they've stepped it up even another level. And from an individual perspective, Mo going ham is putting Na'Vi in so many spots where mentally it's like, guys, it's not working. And Na'Vi, triple AWP.
Yeah,
triple AWP, what's happening?
Hell?
Straight away, triple AWP. I know you got a lot of money, guys, but this is over the top, surely.
Oh, Edward gets the shot onto Angel. That's a big start for them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see whether this triple AWP is actually going to pay off. I think the stats, if you took all the stats from all triple AWPs from professional play, I think it's pretty bad overall, but hey.
I think this is more likely you see them in kind of those, it's the 15th round, you're up 15-2. You might as well try to wallbang a guy, that type of thing. This is just crazy from Na'Vi. But to be fair to them, during regular time, that double op setup with 2 ops towards B worked out really nicely for them. That's when they started to get themselves back into the game and started creating a bit of a gap.
This is really interesting, really intense. And we can see also that the HellRaisers decided to actually really slow down the pace here. They don't actually know. I don't think that they know that there is 3 AWPs.
No, they might be expecting to. Or I think they are expecting to, given the fact that Edward picked up the first AWP frag. And I think it's a safe bet to assume that Guardian is having an AWP himself.
Usually, if you can get through the 2, then the extra one usually puts the team that has the extra one at a disadvantage. Usually in those kind of dynamic positions. But that is brutal. Great little burst there from Flamey and.
Okay, so the guys from HellRaisers have been sitting remarkably still for a long time, and they've asked for a pause as well. So I'm thinking a lot of them might be timing out.
All 5 players from HellRaisers are getting DDoS currently.
Because they're playing from the Cyber Arena in Kiev, which is where they play all their official games. But please don't let this be how the game is decided.
Yeah.
Like at this point, like this is it's the same thing we felt for SK really yesterday when they were about to beat HellRaisers.
And this is just even worse. This is
this is their entire team. Like even the coach is gone. Somehow Doja has made it.
Yeah.
I guess Doja is not sitting with the rest of the guys, but this is not how you want to see the game decided. And I'm not really sure if Na'Vi is going to do it, but in this type of situation, I'm not sure how early it occurred, but it definitely seemed like most of HellRaisers just froze pretty early on in the round. So if Na'Vi would be willing to replay it. Obviously it's a pretty big risk for them given their situation. Yeah. They don't have too many rounds to play around with, but you don't want to see HellRaisers go out in this fashion.
Absolutely not. So with situations like this as well, it's we have no idea how long this will take as well
Yeah.
for things to actually get sorted out with technical issues like this. So what we will do is go to a break because simply otherwise we'd be billing for an unknown amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll come back and give you guys updates periodically as we're getting information. So stay with us. Hopefully we can finish the game off. We will keep you updated and we'll see you very shortly. Alright guys, we're back, and it seems as if the game is actually going to be played. So I think we're just going to jump into the game and finish what has been started here between HellRaisers and Na'Vi on this overtime. Dusty, if you're joining us, this is a qualifying round, and the winner of this series is going through to play the league phase of the FACEIT European Stage 3 League.
Yeah.
I always mix it up in like different ways. Great.
Yeah, and they're going to be joining Kingwin.
Kingwin wrecked Flipside, I heard. Of course, they did have overtime as well.
Yeah.
So it was a close series, but Flipside aren't going to be revisiting the league either. So pretty crazy results. But yeah, we're just waiting to jump back into this one. And, well, it was a very, very intense game. And I'm sure that Mo highlight reel is going to be all over the place because...
It should be.
That was...
both of his rounds, really, because he had tons of important rounds. First, he had the two rounds from a catwalk, or from the car area, where he basically shuts down Na'Vi on his own, and then the ace from the bomb site. Like, he's just playing out of his mind, and already ceased taking matters into his own hand.
Triple AWP as well, guys. And one thing to note, of course, as you can see, 19 rounds for HellRaisers. So HellRaisers need to win 2. They need 21, and then they defeat Na'Vi, and Zeus is going to get killed actually. So the refrag happening quite delayed there by Dozier.
Yeah.
Dozier, it seems to take his time, but he finds that right timing always.
Oh, and Edward trying for the same peak as they did in the previous round. So he's now out of luck, and look at that, the aggression coming in from the B site on Na'Vi.
This is huge.
If he dies, that's an open B bomb site.
If he dies, that's 4 versus 2 in favor of HellRaisers, and with a minute left, that's so huge. But he does fall back.
And even, like, this is a really awkward situation for Na'Vi because they have 2 ops out of the 3 people alive. So any sort of retake is going to be extremely hard. And given the fact that Flame is the one defending the A bomb site where HellRaisers are moving right now, this could be really tough for Na'Vi.
Oh, the aggressive push. Oh, it's not going to work at all. They try to get that proactive play, but there's the trade coming in, and HellRaisers are in trouble. He's coming in from the back. Can't find the shot, though. That could have actually been massive, but it will be HellRaisers with the round. They need one more. They are guaranteed at least another overtime. But this is series point for HellRaisers. This is the qualifying point for HellRaisers. I never thought that this would happen, but here we go. Last time Mo was taken out at the start. His team were able to recover. What can they do with Mo still alive when he's on form like this?
The possibilities are endless, and he's just going surprisingly aggressive early on. Throws doesn't smoke to throw off Kucher. Oh, and does actually find the kill. That's a big kill for Na'Vi, and he might be able to... Well, he might have the illusion of a cleared upper dark side here. It's actually going to push further in.
Ooh, he gets the frag too, so... This is really interesting right now. A lot of space and a lot of problems caused for HellRaisers. If they had a plan for this round, at this point, it surely has no value anymore. So they got to adapt, but they're getting picked off left and right from Na'Vi. So good recovery here from Na'Vi, but they need to win 2 more rounds consecutively, or they're done. And there should be plenty of money on HellRaisers to last that.
That's just a big risk from Cease. Like the first one, I can get behind getting down Kucher, clearing out upper dark. That's a really nice play. It gives you an advantage that you can play off of, and you still have the economy to play passively if you're Na'Vi. The fact that he decides to push in further into upper dark is just so crazy. But then again, that's kind of the way Na'Vi have been playing their CT side so far this or today in this best of 3.
Absolutely. Well. We do have only 2 AWPs now for Na'Vi. They've thrown away the triple AWP shenanigans, which did allow HellRaisers to pick themselves up that 20th round. But fast take of Catwalk here from HellRaisers, and they're not messing around with any dark control. They're not messing around playing it too slow. Looks like they want a really fast push here, potentially. And that could be surprising. Zeus is not in a good position, of course, being at CT. And his teammates are in a pretty standard position.
HellRaisers actually backing off from Catwalk as of right now. It seems like they want to put, I think it's Angel rotating all the way around towards B. They're starting to, Angel just making sure that no one from Na'Vi is doing the similar thing Doja did to Na'Vi on their CT side. This is going to be just a very standard A split from the looks of it.
I'm really liking the passive approach here coming in from these players of HellRaisers. We will see that Guardian's now going to be a key factor, just as Mo was, holding down Car. He will get the first shot. That's the Dren down. No respect for Guardian, as no respect was given to Mo, but Kucher will finally get the refrag, but it's way too late. He is the last man standing. And, well, when you're in a situation where you're moving in blind, I really think you need to go for the smoke play, because you have to be able to say, okay, worst case, they're going to have a really sick setup, and we need to get rid of the AWPer so that we have a potential to actually move and get the after plant, like you were talking about, so important.
Just by using the smoke, so you're giving yourself a better chance at getting towards your final goal, which is, at that point, a bomb plant. So, yeah, it's weird to see teams not utilizing everything they can. I mean, it seems like they're already planning ahead for the after plan, but it's so hard to actually get to that point when you have such a solid AWPer as Guardian there, or Mo for that matter.
One more round for HellRaisers to take this, but one more round for Na'Vi to get another overtime and save themselves. But here it is, 4 versus 3. This is looking really good for HellRaisers. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be it for Na'Vi? We have Siege moving into the doors as HellRaisers are lurking on Catwalk at the moment. They have a minute to play with, or just over that, and Siege might be getting aggressive. He's moving in, he's going to get the kill onto Kucher, and he's going to quickly back away. He's done his job, he knows it, he's made life a little bit easier, but it's still going to be a hard ask for Na'Vi to hold any kind of push, because HellRaisers will always have the man advantage here.
Yeah, and again, 2 ops for Na'Vi, and well, make that 1 op now. There's 2v3 situation here.
Oh my god, it's happening. Both kills coming in. It was Mo, it was Angel. Now there's only one man that stands for Na'Vi. Oh my goodness, Angel picks him off with ease. And HellRaisers will win in overtime, 21-19. They are going to eliminate Na'Vi. They're going to qualify for FACEIT Stage 3. I don't believe this result, and nor do I. I'm surprised enough that Kinguin were able to easily handle. Well, not easily. It's
2-1, but the 2 maps they won in fairly convincing fashion.
Yeah, that. I didn't expect Kinguin to go through as well. So Kinguin and HellRaisers will be the 2 qualified teams to join the rest in the FACEIT League. That is incredible. If Mo can keep this form up,
well, that's
been burned
that's the thing about HellRaisers.
Yeah,
you never know if they can do that over and over again.
Yeah,
that's the scary thing. I don't know. Obviously, Mo being a massive part, but you can't forget the other guys. I mean, the entire team played well. Doja on that in the regular time with his shenanigans along. His constant backstabbing. Adren just playing an extremely solid overall game as well. HellRaisers just play. This is the kind of A level we know HellRaisers have inside of them.
Na'Vi are almost probably the perfect team for them to face up against as well. As we mentioned, the familiarity really helped them. And the shakiness of Na'Vi today was not good enough with HellRaisers playing so damn well.
Yeah.
So that you can see, guys, the path to victory for HellRaisers and Kingwin. They will be the qualifying teams. I am still in shock and awe that this has happened. And if you missed some of the action here, you'll probably see some Mo clips on HLTV on Global Offensive.
A guarantee.
So watch out for those. And well, that's the end of the show. And I guess also that's kind of the end of your time in London here as well. So thank you, Vendetta, for joining me. It's been a pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure being here. So finally, seeing what goes behind the scenes, really.
Absolutely, yeah.
Walking into you and James's domain.
Yeah, he's seen some things.
I've seen some things. Yeah, I've been scarred for life. Happily so, though. I'll happily take that.
Well, hopefully we can get you back again. And of course, guys, we hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to follow their channel because we've had a bit of off-season here, so there's not much that's been happening. But we've had the qualifiers. We have more qualifiers we'll be streaming, I believe, as well. And we are not too far away from starting the league. So there's going to be insane amounts of Counter-Strike action. You won't want to miss it. So follow their channel. You'll be notified. But thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the evening and have a good night.